have several breaking stories we're following tonight at 10 o'clock. We have team coverage with news crews at multiple scenes.
First, Mobile police are working a homicide at the Family Dollar on Spring Hill Avenue in Creighton. Local 15's Muriel Bailey is live at this scene tonight. Muriel, what can you tell us?
Well, Kim, I can tell you that police and investigators are still here at this scene collecting evidence, but they have confirmed that this is a homicide. You can take a look over. You can see that there's an officer there still scanning and actually dusting the door for fingerprints and stuff like that. Now, I spoke with an officer here at the scene, and he said that when they arrived here, there was a man inside, dead inside this store here. I spoke with some people here at the scene as well, and they tell me that that victim was actually a manager at this store. Now, police won't go into any other details as to what else happened here, but we do know that one person is dead and they were inside of this store, and people at the scene say that this person was an employee. I asked police if they had anyone in custody or any other information to give us. They say as of now, no suspects, no one's in custody, but of course, as soon as we get more information, we will continue to pass that along. For now, reporting live in Mobile, Muriel Bailey, Local 15 News.
We have more breaking news tonight. Local 15 News is also following reports of another homicide.
Yeah, this time at the Popeyes Chicken in downtown Mobile. Local 15's Bethany Anderson is live there tonight for us. Bethany, what can you tell us about that situation?
Police aren't releasing too much information right now. In fact, this is as close to the crime scene as they'll let us get, but I'll step out of the way so you can see what's going on. Detectives are in front of that light post over there. They tell us that somebody was shot and killed just before 9 o'clock in the Popeyes parking lot here in this area. They're actually inside the restaurant interviewing customers. Other than that, they haven't said anything about the victim, how many people are involved, but as I just mentioned, they are interviewing witnesses, so we're going to continue to speak with them, and we will bring you updates on air and online as that information becomes available to us. Reporting live in downtown, Bethany Anderson, Local 15 News.
Bethany, thanks. Also tonight, Mobile Fire Rescue busy trying to put out this house fire on Fairland Drive. It is in the Camelot subdivision. That's in Tillman's Corner. Steve Huffman with Mobile Fire Rescue tells me no one has been hurt in that fire. As you can see, the house has suffered heavy damage. No word on what sparked that blaze.
Local 15 News will continue to dig into this story as well as tonight's shootings, and we'll bring you the very latest updates throughout the newscast and online at local15tv.com. Some video you have to see out of Destin tonight. Popular restaurant AJ's Seafood Oyster Bar was engulfed in flames. Fire crews say the fire sparked about 6:30 tonight. They were actually able to put it out within 45 minutes. Restaurant operator Alan Laird said the thatch roof caught fire spreading through the restaurant. And believe it or not, he expects to reopen tomorrow. We're going to keep you updated on this story on air tomorrow morning and online at local15tv.com.
You can see they're beginning to get the word. They are ready to celebrate right now. Donald Trump headquarters, Bernie Sanders headquarters, they've got the word as well.
We have our projected winners to the country's first primary election for the 2016 presidential race.
Democrat Bernie Sanders and Republican Donald Trump are the winners of today's New Hampshire primaries. The latest numbers have Sanders with 59% of the vote over Hillary Clinton. On the Republican side, it was a battle for second place, really, one that John Kasich seems to have clinched with 16% of the vote. Locally, Alabama will be among several states holding primaries coming up in 3 weeks on March 1st. Be sure to keep up with the race for the White House with Local 15 on air and online at local15tv.com.
All right, it's going to get a lot quieter downtown right now.
The final floats of Fat Tuesday have rolled as Mardi Gras 2016 comes to an end, and what a day it was. We had people everywhere, Kim.
It was a full day. It was a fun day. Each year, the Comic Cowboys are a crowd favorite.
Yeah, they sure are. The Cowboys ride every Fat Tuesday, bringing with them satirical signs and commentary on local and national newsmakers from the last year.
Local 15's Andrea Ramey will have a look at the humorous side of the parade in a few minutes.
But right now, Local 15's Bethany Anderson fills us in on something that could have been a real tragedy.
This picture shows a Comic Cowboys float stopped after a fellow rider fell 10 feet to the ground in the middle of the parade.
He had a very large laceration with exposed skull, but no apparent skull fracture.
Dr. John McMahon is one of 3 ER doctors that ride around on bicycles at Mobile Mardi Gras parades each year. He says the victim is lucky.
He should do fine. The fact that he didn't have an apparent skull fracture and he was conscious and talking to the medics and to Dr. Dias would just require control of the bleeding and suturing the laceration.
Mobile Fire spokesperson Steve Huffman says the victim was transported to Mobile Infirmary. He says having 18 paramedics riding on bicycles helped with the riders' fall as well.
We had a bike team that was nearby where the incident occurred. Somebody got their attention and they turned and went to the scene, so they got there within seconds, I would say.
While the victim's identity has not been released, McMahon says Fat Tuesday is the busiest day of the year for 911 calls.
So that's 80 responses down here, and an average day is 100 responses for the city itself. So we almost double the number of responses.
Bethany Anderson, Local 15 News.
Local 15 will continue to be your station for the very latest Mardi Gras coverage.
Yeah, we begin our coverage at 5 o'clock this morning, and throughout the day have been in the crowds on balconies, alongside the floats, and even at times riding with the floats.
Boy, what a day it's been. Our team of reporters were dedicated to bringing you all the fun and excitement. And if you didn't tune in, here's what you missed.
Hey everybody, I'm Christian Jennings. It's cold, it's windy, but oh my goodness, how much fun we are having on this float today. We are riding with the Order of Athena, the only female group to ride on Fat Tuesday. They started parading in the 1950s, and the tradition is still going strong. We are having a blast, throwing everything from beads to big stuffed animals, moon pies, food, everything you can think of. So much fun on this Fat Tuesday.
I'm Brian Corneggio at Downtown Mobile on Fat Tuesday. What I'm talking about is King Felix, and King Felix himself in the flesh. Take a look right here. And who is King Felix? Well, he's actually the first recorded king of the Mardi Gras Carnival around 1872. And this whole group, it was created to promote business in the area. All these organizers got together. They wanted to bring people from all over to enjoy the Carnival in Mobile, spend their money in the economy, and certainly they are thriving today in 2016, and it is very exciting. Reporting in downtown Mobile on Fat Tuesday, Brian Corneggio, Local 15 News.
Andrea Ramey with the Comet Cowboys, a fan favorite on Fat Tuesday. Nothing is off limits with this satirical group. This year they took jabs at Alabama Chief Justice Roy Moore, Governor Robert Bentley's divorce, and the city of Mobile. Many of these signs simply too racy for us to show you on TV, but as always, the group's motto, without malice.
That's right, I'm here in Medupe Edo as the Nights of Revelry roll through, and let me tell you, these are some bad boys. Look at the throws. Their theme this year is a brew, a ha-ha, just caught another one. Maybe this is a little bit more family friendly. But look, the crowd is loving it. We're loving it. For now, reporting at the Nights of Revelry, I'm Medupe Edo, Local 15 News.
And I'm James Gordon, and life is better in Orange Beach, and that's the way it was all day today. Beautifully sunny day. Thousands of people lined up along the beach highway having a great time. It was the same thing in Gulf Shores this morning as folks bundled up and tackled that parade as well. Great time on the beach. What a great time this Mardi Gras 2016. I'm James Gordon, Local 15 News.
All right, closing out Fat Tuesday was the Order of Myths.
A group that was the first and oldest and continues to parade in Mardi Gras, the oldest parading society of the whole season.
After the last of the mist floats roll through the streets of downtown, the streets are again filled, but this time with the cleaning crew.
Well, our groovin' boy in blue made another appearance during our extended Mardi Gras coverage this afternoon. He paraded with the Clark County High School dancers. There he is. He went viral with his moves he demonstrated Sunday during the Joe Kane parade. That's Officer Barker. MTV posted this video to their Cobra Intelligence Facebook page. The caption read, "Officers work long, hard hours during Mardi Gras to make sure the citizens are safe and enjoy themselves. That being said, we like to have a little fun as well."
And he has learned those dance moves. Well, all those beads you grabbed over the Mardi Gras season can be turned in for a tasty treat and a good cause. For every 12 pounds of beads, you'll get a dozen glazed donuts. You can start turning in your beads February 22nd through the 24th. All the beads are then donated to Augusta Evans, where they recycle them to help pay for academic needs.
Well, there's no doubt that the Mardi Gras spirit was certainly all over the place today.
Yes, it was. The biggest sight to watch, of course, on Fat Tuesday may have been the Holy Spirit.
A group of nuns had the chance of a lifetime, taking in the festivities just like the rest of the revelers.
Local 15's Brian Carnaggio has the story.
We're kind of an endangered species, so everybody wants our picture.
They are the Little Sisters of the Poor, and they are also new fans of Mardi Gras.
We take care of the elderly poor, and the Archbishop opens his residence every year. They've been coming since, what, 20 years? Long time. Long time.
The kindest of them all, but that doesn't mean they can't enjoy a little Fat Tuesday fun.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. I like the funnel cakes and the chicken on a stick.
Have you had one yet?
Oh, yes. I got 2 for the price of 1. Did a little wheeling dealing.
And by now, well, you can bet they got in on the revelry.
Just stay here with the residents, help them catch things, retrieve, throw me something, mister, that kind of stuff. Throw me something, mister.
Is that the best technique?
That's what they tell me to say. Mister, throw me something. This is fun. And especially this year, today, the weather is beautiful. Yeah. 2 years ago, it was really chilly and windy and wet. But this is great.
Kind, sweet, charming, and thankful. They even added in some comments on today's fashion.
It's a wonderful spirit. We love meeting people from all around the country.
Yeah, you look pretty
it's wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I like
well, you're going to
outstage
outstage me today.
I like that little vest, yeah.
In downtown Mobile, Brian Carnaggio, Local 15 News.
Well, some of those nuns you just saw are all mostly from the north in the Michigan and Ohio area. They're in Mobile visiting for 6 weeks while they serve the homeless.
And we certainly do welcome them, that's for sure. Hey, we want to see all of your Fat Tuesday pictures. You can share them on our Facebook page or on Twitter at Local 15 News. Hannah Hirschberger sent us this pic on Facebook. Hey, hanging out with our own Darwin Singleton. And who's the guy in the back with the big eyes? That's Lance Crawford, our sports director. Matt Hodges sent us this picture. Matt got his hands on one of Folly's cow bladders there. Look at that. That's a big take. Keep them coming. You can see them on our newscast tomorrow morning on Local 15 today.
Tomorrow is Ash Wednesday and the first day of Lent for many Western Christians. In the Western Church, Lent begins 6.5 weeks before Easter. It ends at midnight. Easter's Saturday. It begins earlier in the Eastern Orthodox Church. Many people give up something pleasurable for Lent. Some people take up acts of charity. Lent observances date back to the 4th century.
And if you just haven't had enough, you can catch every bit of our Mardi Gras coverage online.
All you have to do is log on to local15tv.com.
All right, we're going to be back with more on tonight's breaking news when we come back. He couldn't save them 23 years ago.
It was a tragedy.
His gesture decades later that is providing closure for the victim's family and this local hero tomorrow at 6.
Bradley Byrne is the establishment Republican's establishment Republican.
Byrne is the establishment Republican.
Byrne, a Democrat turned Republican.
Establishment Republican Bradley Byrne.
Byrne, representing the establishment Republicans.
If you're voting for Cruz, Rubio, Trump, or Carson, you have to ask yourself, why would I vote Byrne and send an establishment Republican back to Washington? Let's take our nation back. I'm Republican Dean Young. I approve this message, and remember,
Bradley Byrne is the establishment Republican's establishment Republican.
Stone Arms Incorporated, your local source for all types of firearms, accessories, and Class 3. Visit them online at stonearmsinc.com for the best prices around on a wide variety of firearms and accessories. All items guaranteed to be in stock. Check out the retail location a half-mile west of Snow Road on Airport Boulevard, or check them out online at stonearmsinc.com for more information.
Stay connected with Local 15 24/7 on local15tv.com, Facebook, and Twitter.
Again! Again! Again?
General Mills is removing artificial flavors and colors from our cereals, so you can love cereal.
Local 15 News looks at the potential for homegrown terrorism in our neighborhoods.
It was nurtured here.
Absolutely. What can you do?
Terrorists are all not of Arabic descent.
The one red flag you should look out for. Reality Check, Thursday at 10 on Local 15 News.
Local 15 News continues to following breaking news tonight.
Our crews are following 2 homicides in Mobile within the last couple of hours after the last Fat Tuesday parade.
First, Mobile police say an employee of the Family Dollar on Spring Hill Avenue in Crichton has been killed.
Local 15's Muriel Bailey is live at the scene there tonight. Muriel, what more can you tell us?
Greg, I can tell you that police and investigators are still out here at the scene, and they've been here for over an hour, really just working the area, dusting the doors and checking for fingerprints. Now, we haven't gotten exactly what happened here from police just yet. They're not releasing that information, but they did tell me that they found one man inside of the store, shot and killed inside here at Family Dollar, and people at the scene tell me that this was a manager here at the store. Police say they don't have anyone in custody or any suspects at this time, but of course, as we get more information, we will continue to pass that information along. For now, reporting live in Mobile, Muriel Bailey, Local 15 News.
We've got more breaking news. Local 15 News is also following reports of another homicide.
Yeah, this time at the Popeyes Chicken in downtown Mobile. That's where Local 15's Bethany Anderson is standing by live with the latest there. Bethany?
Greg, they're actually investigating a homicide inside the Popeyes parking lot. You can see the crime scene tape has been set up behind me. They have a perimeter, and even in the back towards that light, that's where their command post is. Now, I spoke with a detective about 15 minutes ago. He tells me just before 9 o'clock, a person was shot and killed. Now, he didn't say anything about the victim, how many people were involved, but they did tell me that they are inside Popeyes right now interviewing witnesses. They have the area blocked off as they're combing through for evidence. They haven't released any other information to us than that, but we are working on speaking to them, and we will bring you updates as they become available to us on air and online. Reporting live in downtown, Bethany Anderson, Local 15 News.
Local 15 weather with Chief Meteorologist Chris Dunn.
All right, let's take a break now for the weather, and boy, it's gonna chill off pretty good tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, and we felt the chill out there with the wind earlier today.
Yeah, downright cold.
It'll actually be colder tonight, and then we warm up by the end of the week. So kind of a little bit of down and then back up again. 54 was our high today in Mobile. I was expecting right around 50 degrees, but we just did barely eke out at 54 in Mobile and Fairhope. Here's your planning forecast for Wednesday. Fast forward to tomorrow, first thing in the morning, only 28 degrees, 49 at noon. 52 will be your high at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then 49 at 6 p.m. A freezing night ahead with many locations dipping into the upper 20s tonight. Chilly again tomorrow, warmer by Thursday. A 10 to 15 degree warm up coming up on Thursday. Not much happening around here, but just up to our north, there have been intermittent snow showers in northern Alabama. See this blue up here? Huntsville, Birmingham reporting some passing snow showers moving into Atlanta, all of northern Georgia and into the Carolinas. We're on the backside, the cold and windy side of that storm system, but all the moisture and the snow, the rain, way up to the north. So we'll take it from right now and fast forward into the future. Well, we're at 40 degrees right now. Freezing cold, 28 degrees at the bus stop tomorrow morning. A cool afternoon, 52, as a lot of school kids go back to school after having a day or two off for Mardi Gras. 54 today, 31. We just did make it below freezing this morning. Here's the pinpoint predictor. And we do have a breeze, clear skies. This is Wednesday, 1 p.m. Keep in mind the clock is up here. 5 o'clock, we are totally in the clear. Not as windy as it was today, but it will be breezy from time to time. Now, Thursday, you'll notice the wind arrows are pointing back up this direction. It's going to bring in some milder air from the Gulf of Mexico and also a few clouds in the afternoon on Thursday. So we will have a noticeable warm-up coming up on Thursday and into Friday, and actually a couple of nice days coming up. 28 tonight in Mobile, 30 in Gulf Shores, 31 Pensacola, 27 for Milton, Florida. And your forecast highs tomorrow, everybody in the low 50s. And that's about all we can eke out of tomorrow's weather. At the beach, 1 to 2 foot surf, and the winds out of the northwest at 15 miles per hour. Low risk for rip currents. Not quite as choppy, sloppy, and actually dangerous on the Gulf and on the bays as it was today with all that wind. It'll still be up 15 to 20 knots. Your wind on the water and choppy in the bays, the seas offshore at 2 to 5 feet. Here is a look at your 7-day forecast. 52 tomorrow after a 28-degree start. And then heading into Thursday and Friday, look at this. We pop back up to 68 degrees for highs on Thursday and Friday. For your weekend, 60 on Saturday, Valentine's Day on Sunday. A little bit of a cool down, 57 degrees. And the only rain I have coming up in the 7-day forecast is on Monday. 30% chance of showers and a high of 59 degrees.
Look at that warm up. We needed that warm weather today for Fat Tuesday. 68, seriously?
I'm in prediction, not production. So I can't produce the weather that we
First time you've ever used that, isn't it?
Oh, first time ever.
Came up with that pretty quick. Thank you, Chris.
We're going to say hello tonight to Tamira Bravener. She is our Facebook friend of the day. Tamira lives in Pensacola and likes watching Local 15 News.
Congratulations, you won 2 tickets to see Cat Williams this Friday at the Mobile Civic Center. So easy to be our Facebook friend of the day. All you have to do is like the page, click on the Facebook Friend of the Day tab. A new program in the works to keep Alabama schools safer.
A phone scammer strikes in Saraland. What police say you need to know so you don't become a victim.
At Church's, we know feeding your family is a big deal. That's why you'll get a big deal on our lovingly prepared small batch chicken. Get 9 crispy hand-battered legs and thighs or tender strips for just $8.99. But hurry, a deal this big won't last long.
Have the love. You better sit down. I've actually found one federal program Obama wants to cut. Defense spending. He wants to weaken our military. I've got a son in Afghanistan right now. He deserves our support. Richard Shelby's a big voice fighting Obama's cuts, keeping us safe.
Richard Shelby stands up to Obama every single day.
I'm Richard Shelby, and I approve this message.
There's a growing national problem that we face today, bullying. Children are taunted and tortured, destroying their childhood and in some cases ending it. At Morgan & Morgan, we have a section dedicated to children's issues and advocacy. Whether the abuse and injury is intentional or negligent, our lawyers are here to serve your children. Childhood and teenage years should be the best of times, not a time of distress and fear. If your child needs us, we are here for them. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
When you've got a drinking or drug problem, it's easy to look past what you don't want to see. But the longer you avoid reality, the deeper and darker your troubles become, until suddenly you realize you're completely lost and can't find your way back. Bradford has been helping adults and adolescents beat addiction through proven, affordable, confidential treatment for more than 30 years. If you're ready to face the truth, get help by calling Bradford now.
100% pro-life, 100% pro-gun. Alabama's most conservative member of Congress, Bradley Byrne. He stood up to President Obama to keep America safe from terrorism, to end Obama's amnesty, to keep ISIS refugees from moving here, to rebuild our military. The National Review said Byrne proves a conservative can rack up legislative wins and quickly. Bradley Byrne, the real Alabama conservative.
I'm Bradley Byrne, and I approve this message.
At Church's, we know feeding your family is a big deal. That's why you'll get a big deal on our lovingly prepared small batch chicken. Get 9 crispy hand-battered legs and thighs or tender strips for just $8.99. But hurry, a deal this big won't last long.
Have the love.
Check out the Mobile Bay Harley-Davidson Feature Bike of the Week.
Download the Local 15 weather app today. Search WPMI WX in your app store. You're watching Local 15 News with Kim Thurman, Greg Peterson, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Dunn.
All right, the Saraland Police Department wants to warn folks of a phone scam in the area. Officers say yesterday a local business contacted them saying a scammer called identifying himself as a bill collector with a utility company. The suspect told the victim her power bill was late and was threatening to disconnect her service. The suspect asked that she pay a balance over the phone using a green dot card. Officers called the number and began engaging someone on the phone before the call was disconnected. An investigation is underway to find the person responsible for the scam.
A resolution passed today creating the Alabama School Security and Student Safety Task Force. It's a study group comprised of education, law enforcement, and emergency management leaders from across the state. It will be responsible for completing a review and assessment of how the state and local officials need to address an active shooter situation. Alabama got the okay to switch its Medicaid program to managed care.
Soon the state will contract with regional care organizations to provide care and case management services for patients instead of the traditional fee-for-service health care.
State officials believe the switch is better for patients and lower cost. About 650,000 people will receive care through the new system.
No word on when that change will be taking effect.
Auburn went to Knoxville looking to snap out of their slump. We'll show you if that happened. And Cam Newton responds to his critics that he's a sore loser. Sports is coming up next.
Herb roasted Florida chicken with snap beans and strawberry parfait. From dinner to dessert, it's easy to serve scrumptious Florida meals. Visit freshfromflorida.com for tasty recipes. Delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
It's Fox. This is the actual backroom deal Bradley Byrne does not want you to see. Done just weeks ago. He and the establishment Republicans knowingly voted against the will of the American people.
Mr. Byrne. Aye. Mr. Byrne, aye.
This vote sent the omnibus bill to the House floor, where it passed, giving Obama and the Democrats funding for Obama's immigration agenda, Syrian refugee program, Planned Parenthood, and more. Byrne betrayed us.
I'm Dean Young. I approve this message.
Get set to save now at your local Kubota dealer. Our Z700 series combines strength and stability with powerful transmissions, terrain-hugging wide-stance rear tires, and a low center of gravity. The professional-grade industrial-strength Z700 series will help you get the job done right every time. Now, during our Get Set to Save sales event, get 0 down and 0% financing for 4 years. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, KubotaSouth.com.
New ways to celebrate. New ways to indulge. New ways to win. Play New Year, New You at Beau Rivage. Win your share of $450,000 in free play and prizes. Drawings every Saturday. You could win a $50,000 shopping spree at the Jewelry Box. Even a new BMW. Play New Year, New You. Only at the Beau.
Tonight's savory dinner is fresh Florida shrimp and clams served over rice. It's simple to create a seafood delight. Visit freshfromflorida.com for more scrumptious recipes. Delicious is always served fresh from Florida.
Stay connected with Local 15 24/7 on local15tv.com, Facebook, and Twitter. Lance Crawford with Local 15 Sports.
The wheels are coming off quickly for Auburn. Losers of 5 in a row and 8 of 10. They went to Knoxville tonight trying to right the ship, but had to do it without their best player, Kareem Canty, who's been suspended indefinitely for conduct detrimental to the team. Tigers just sloppy all night long, 14 turnovers. This one by Simeon Bowers leads to the easy 2 for Shambari Phillips. The Vols had an 11-point lead at halftime. Water, probably not a strong enough drink for Bruce Pearl these days. Vols on the break this time. Check out the pretty pass to Dedrick Mostella for the finish. Mostella had 10 for Tennessee, but they were led by Robert Hubbs III's 20. Gets the friendly roll here. It's all Vols. They crush Auburn 71-45. The Tigers now host Vanderbilt on Saturday. It's been a tough 48 hours for Cam Newton. Not only did he suffer the sting of losing the Super Bowl, but he has been widely criticized for walking out of his postgame interview. Today, as he was cleaning out his locker and heading into the offseason, he responded to the sore loser label.
I've been on record to say I'm a sore loser. Who likes to lose? You show me a good loser, and I'm going to show you a loser. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to it's not a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to win football games.
Well, you know, I think you can be sore about losing and not being a sore loser. There's a difference. Cam sometimes has to keep that in mind.
He's the face of the NFL for that younger generation, too.
doubt
And
about
there
it.
is responsibility on the shoulders, and that's all there is to it.
You know what? No matter how bad it feels, show graciousness, move on, try to do better next time.
And he's a competitor, and I understand where he's coming from. I feel horrible. I lost the game. How am I supposed to act happy? But there is responsibility that goes along with it.
And a lot of guys have had to lose and face up to it in the past. He's not the only one that's ever had to go through this.
Hopefully he'll learn his lesson this time. He'll learn a lesson.
Lance.
All right. We're going to come back with another look at several breaking news stories we're working on right now.
Hey Mobile, AJ Mcfarland here. When I'm on the field, I'm there to win. If you're looking to buy a car, win with Mullinex Ford, Mobile.com. Upfront pricing and no dealer fees. Take it from me. Trust Mullinex Ford for a winning deal.
Without the help of the tribe, Alabama Children First could have been gone just like that.
The Porch Band of Creek Indians, they are givers.
The 4-year-old kid that has cerebral palsy that gets his first power wheelchair.
Fire prevention, fire suppression.
We're able to create jobs.
We all share those problems, and we all have to become a part of that solution.
That's what being a good neighbor is all about.
American Flooring Cabinets and Granite, your one-stop shop, wants to beautify your home by offering the best selection, highest quality, and great service at the absolute lowest prices. We import direct from the factory to the quarry to save you a fortune. Open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
It's Truck Month, and you will save big when you let Terry Thompson take you home in a new Chevy truck.
And now save $10,000 on a great selection of new Chevy Silverado crew cabs. That's $10,000 in savings.
At Terry Thompson Chevrolet in Daphne.
Hey kids, you better hurry or you're gonna miss the bus. Oh, and don't forget we have dental checkups today.
Seriously? What time are you busing us out?
Oh, honey, you're not gonna miss school.
Why?
We're going to Northcutt Dental. They have extended hours to fit our busy schedule. We're going after school. Oh, you're not off the hook. I made your appointment for tomorrow after work.
Northcutt Dental, dentistry designed with you in mind. Experience a Gulf Coast tradition of trusted care. Visit northcuttdental.com today.
Hey Mobile, AJ Mcfarland here. Have you heard of Mullinex Ford? They have a huge selection of new Fords, all with upfront pricing and never any dealer fees. When you need a team you can trust, head to MullinexFordMobile.com.
Justice delayed is justice denied. No truer words were ever stated. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Okay, we've been following breaking news throughout this newscast. The first one is a homicide at the Family Dollar at Spring Hill and Crichton. Police are telling Local 15 News this was a manager who was inside the store who was shot.
Police are also investigating a murder at the Popeyes chicken restaurant in downtown Mobile. It's in the Scott and Conti area. A man was shot and killed in the parking lot. Mobile police continuing, as you can see, to investigate that murder in downtown Mobile.
And then in Tillman's Corner tonight, there was a house fire at the Camelot subdivision. You can see the majority of that home was destroyed.
We will, of course, keep you updated on all the very latest on this breaking news on Local 15 Today, coming up tomorrow morning, and, of course, online at local15tv.com.
And a really cold one tomorrow morning, 28 degrees, heading up to 52 tomorrow afternoon, despite lots of sunshine. And then we jump right back up into the upper 60s Thursday and Friday. For the weekend, we keep it dry. Highs pretty close to 60 degrees, overnight lows in the 30s and 40s.
And a little rain coming in the day after Valentine's Day, just to cool things off a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of rain and a little bit of cooling.
All right, Chris. Don't forget, for the very latest overnight news, tune in tomorrow morning to Local 15 Today.
In the meantime, be sure to check us out on local15tv.com. We, of course, are going to keep you updated on all the breaking news. Good night, everyone.